Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is June 24th, and right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery as of this morning. If you take a close look here, you can see some of the mid-level clouds out there across some of the area. We've actually got some lightning strikes associated with this group of clouds here. Some monsoon moisture making its way back up across the state of California, Arizona, portions of Nevada, and Utah over the next few days. We'll take a look at those details here coming up as we go through the video today. If we scroll all the way back through yesterday, I want to play through some of this thunderstorm activity. You can see the clouds building across the transverse ranges here and the lightning strikes ongoing across Arizona and portions of Utah as we move through the very early afternoon hours. And if we continue to scroll through, you can see that thunderstorm pop up there, but not too far from the I-5 corridor here and across some of the southern Sierra Nevadas. Looks like a thunderstorm drifted over that area as well. And if we scroll in towards sunset, look at that right on the foothills there, a thunderstorm there off to the north and east of Bakersfield, California. So we scroll to the overnight hours and you can see how the lightning strikes continued across some of Utah and Arizona, not that far from Lake Mead at times. And we had a pretty good lightning show there last night across Arizona. As we scroll through this morning, you can see this lightning activity right off the coastline here over some of the islands. And you can see as we go through this morning, we've got the continuation of some of this thunderstorm activity here. So we do have that potential yet again today. We'll take a look at those details as we go through the video this morning. I want to take a closer look at that as well. And if I scroll through there, again, you can see these thunderstorms pop up as I drift back and forth here on the timeline. And then we go through the overnight hours and you can see that thunderstorm activity here across some of the areas south of the Bay Area and just near Ventura and Santa Barbara County here. And yeah, interesting stuff here. It is monsoon season here and the model's not doing that great of a job picking up on some of this activity, but we'll take a look at them anyway. And if you want to take a look at a video I just released here on the Pacific Northwest Weather Watch page, the Dust Devil Capital of the World, I just released this last night here. I go over some detail about what I like to do and one of my strange hobbies out there chasing dust devils. So check that video out. I'll leave a link to the bottom left near the end of this video. Taking a look at the fire activity out there, a lot of these fires are pretty well contained right now. They are starting to get a handle on the post fire down here near the I-5 corridor. I believe it's about 86% contained. No fatalities just yet, but just kind of a sign that fire season is upon us. Taking a look at the National Weather Service Bay Area, you can see that again up towards Santa Cruz here, and it's even possible to bring some of this activity up across the Bay Area on Tuesday as well as the Sierra Nevada here, and 10 to 15% chance. Kind of difficult to forecast these thunderstorm activity here. You could get some strong outflow winds, and of course the fire starts with any of that cloud to ground lightning. And if we look at Sacramento National Weather Service, it does talk about that chance of isolated mountain thunderstorms as well. And reservoir storage, I showed this yesterday, but I also wanted to show it again today. You can see, look at these reservoirs all the way above 90%, most of them here, like Don Pedro at 96 here. And you can see the current percentage of long-term average water storage for June 22nd doing quite well here for a lot of the water storage on those reservoirs. Taking a look at the excessive heat down here, and this was issued yesterday, but it still applies. And I'm just kind of pointing out that there is that chance for some showers and thunderstorms here through probably through actually on in through tonight and maybe on in through again Tuesday here. The potential for some dry lightning even exists as well. And if we take a look at San Diego County, actually issued this morning here, you can see across the higher terrain better chances. Not much of a chance here for the Los Angeles Metro or the San Diego Metro, checking in at 0% here, but the higher terrain could get some of this activity, including up some of the coastal areas. And just a heads up here, the South Coast, AQMD, the wind-blown dust advisory. This extends all the way to Wednesday morning here, so just keep that in the back of your mind here. You know, you don't want to be breathing a lot of that dust if you can avoid it. And you can see it does, Cathedral City is under the potentially impacted areas. And you can see Los Angeles over here, and there's Riverside. So the week ahead, this is a Las Vegas National Weather Service. You can see low-grade monsoon with best chance of thunderstorms over northwest Arizona, hot. And you can see elevated fire conditions Thursday through Friday, Saturday through next Monday, hot, dry, continued breezy in the afternoons, and that was issued this morning as well. And this is Phoenix, Arizona. You can see further north out of Phoenix, you get better chance across the higher terrain, but there still is a 15% chance for Phoenix, 25 for Tonopah. You can see Casa Grande, 25% as well. You could get some frequent lightning, localized flooding is even possible. And in fact, there is an excessive rainfall outlook that we're going to look at that here in a moment for portions of Arizona. Taking a look at northern Arizona, you can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, scattered thunderstorm activity here, and then some isolated activity on in through Friday here. This is Flagstaff National Weather Service. Here we are looking at Salt Lake City, and there is some flooding potential with some of these storms here in the slot canyons, dry washes, and areas near recent burn scars. So if we take a look at thunderstorm, the category outlook here, it does include some of the peninsula ranges here in southeast California. So the Sierra Nevada under the gun, portions of Nevada, Arizona, Utah here, and this does include Las Vegas as we go through the day today. This is for tomorrow, including the Sierra Nevada as well. There could be thunderstorm activity outside of this also. The models are having a difficult time here picking up on this activity. And this is day 3. Start to push off to the east a little bit here. Still includes Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. Now, day 1 excessive rainfall outlook. You can see it does include some of southeast California and up towards Lake Mead here. And you can see the slight does include portions of south and east Arizona. This is day 2. Something similar here as well. And day 3 pushes a little bit further east, but still includes Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. Now, here we're looking at 7-day precipitation. And just a reminder that, again, these are not picking up the thunderstorms that well, but it does show some of this precipitation here. Better chances as you get in towards Utah and Arizona, and especially across the higher terrain. Looking at composite reflectivity, the HERT actually picking up on that cluster of thunderstorms here off the coastal areas this morning. So then you can see that kind of, excuse me, wanes during the day. And you can see this activity kick up across southeast California, maybe across the Sierra Nevada. And as we go on in through tonight into Tuesday morning, you can't rule out some thunderstorm activity with this moving up across the Bay Area, some of the valleys even. You cannot rule out a thunderstorm or lightning strike with that activity. Sierra Nevada, and you can see again as we go through Tuesday afternoon, that monsoon season is starting to get underway here, all the way up across Nevada and Utah. And this goes through Wednesday morning here as well. Taking a look at the precipitable water, so this kind of gives you a visual diagram of that moisture moving up, that monsoon moisture, so you can see where we have that potential for some thunderstorm activity as we go through the day today into tomorrow morning. You see that moisture move and stream up across portions of California and on into Nevada as well. Now, taking a look at the graphical tropical weather outlook here. No tropical cyclone activity is expected in the next 48 hours, but this moisture here is actually the remnants, I believe it was Alberto, that came across the Gulf of Mexico. So we are dealing with those remnants here, kind of helping out with that monsoonal flow there. But right now, we're not looking at any tropical cyclone activity across the Pacific Ocean for the next 48 hours. Here's the 6 to 10 day precipitation. Again, you can see the monsoon signal here down across the southwest getting active, and below average signal here across portions of Nevada and California. 8 to 14 days, something similar here as well, but you notice this does include some of southeast California and portions of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Utah. So yeah, interesting stuff out there. I mean, pretty active day, especially if you're across some of the higher terrain. You can see these thunderstorms firing up here, and the models didn't show too much. We talked about it a little bit here, but it always can catch you by surprise. And then as we're going through this morning here as well, you got that thunderstorm activity. So this is going to be something that's going to be going on today and tomorrow here across some of California. So heads up for that. Watch out when you see those buildups coming across the higher terrain. If you are out and about, you got to watch out for those showers, and of course, watch out for some of the flooding concerns across Arizona and Utah, especially if you're camping in the canyon or a dry slot, those dry stream beds out there. Be very careful out there when you start to see those big white puffy clouds out and about. Always have your wits about you there. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Click like and subscribe. We will do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.